As you can see on the calendar of MLB The Show 23 Diamond Dynasty, or not necessarily just Diamond Dynasty, but in the calendar, we are finally getting another roster update. It's felt like forever. 4 weeks is way too long. We need these more often. But regardless, we're finally getting a new roster update. So, of course, today we're going to be going over the best roster update investments for June 30th. The first card that I'm going to talk about is Andres Munoz. Now, Andres Munoz was injured for a majority of the year for the Mariners. He came back a couple weeks ago, literally right after the last roster update, so it was perfect timing. And he's currently day-to-day with a little issue, but it doesn't seem like it's a big injury. But regardless, ever since he came back, which was literally on June 2nd, he has thrown 5.2 innings pitched, so not a big sample size, but he hasn't given up an earned run and only committed 2 walks. I don't expect him to go diamond this update, strictly because of the small sample size and him just coming back from an injury, but I just wanted to let you guys know of this investment because it's a really good one. He is basically quick sell value at an 84 at around 1,500. And who knows, maybe they give him diamond just because he's had the track record from last year. I don't expect him. If he doesn't go diamond, I would realize that would kind of make sense. But if you're looking at his inside edge, he only needs a +3 for hit and Ks per 9 to go to an 85. So I like this investment. Now, Evan Phillips, I still can't believe he didn't go diamond in the last update. And he's still been very good. Now look, he had 1 or 2 bad outings. I think he gave up a run to my Yankees on Sunday Night Baseball, the game Aaron Judge got injured. And he had 1 blown save against the Reds, which was a bad look. I don't even think he recorded an out. But outside of that, he's still been the normal Evan Phillips. Since the last update, he has had a 2.7 ERA, so a little higher than normal. 10 innings pitched, and like I said, 1 bad outing versus Cincinnati. I don't expect diamond for him if he doesn't get diamond in the last update, but hold your Evan Phillips because he's been an amazing reliever all year for the Dodgers, and eventually you're going to have to give him diamond. Felix Valdez is a guy who I didn't mention in my last video and I didn't invest in, but a lot of people liked him as a diamond candidate, and he did not go diamond. He's currently an 84 overall, and if you're looking at the parallel boost, if you get him to parallel 2, it gives him an 86. Now, the thing about Felix Valdez is I think he's a lock. He should be a lock. I'm not going to call him my lock, but he should go diamond. But STS has been so unpredictable with roster updates this year after the last one. But Felix Valdez, he's been amazing. He's an amazing pitcher. Since the last roster update, he's made 4 starts as of Monday. He might make another one in the time period. He has had a 2 ERA in 27 innings, 4 starts, 27 strikeouts. 27 strikeouts in 27 innings is 1 strikeout per inning, which is 9 Ks per 9, which I don't really know too much about the Ks per 9 attribute, but I think that's pretty solid. And a 67, it's kind of low. I think he should get hit and Ks per 9 should both get upgraded. He 100% should go diamond. If he doesn't, it's kind of ridiculous. And he's at around 2,200, so if he goes to an 85, you're making 800 stub profit per Valdez you buy. And I think he could go to an 86 because of that room to grow. Now, Ozzy Obby is a guy who kind of has flown under the radar. I don't really see too many people talking about him getting a good chance to go diamond. And if you look at his card, the reason why he's not diamond is his stats versus righties. 42-68. It's never going to be enough to go diamond. But here's the thing about Ozzy Obby, which I didn't even realize till the other day. Since the last roster update, and I'm not lying, he has hit against righties alone. He has hit 304, and he's had 7 home runs. In the past, 3.5 weeks, he's had 7 home runs against right-handed pitching and has hit over 300. I'm pretty sure average is what they do for contact, and power/OPS, or homer/OPS is what they do for righties. And if we want to talk OPS, 1.028 versus righties since June 2nd. If they do him right, if they actually do him right, he should go diamond. The other day, his inside edge was +13 against righties, and he was an 85. And I think he's deserving of that. I mean, he's been an elite hitter against righties. And I think that he deserves a big upgrade. And he hasn't slowed down against lefties either. And he's 1,500. Start buying Ozzy Obby. Corbin Carroll has been insane for the Diamondbacks this year. He has been one of the best players in baseball in the entire season. I think he is, third in WAR? He has 3.7 WAR, which is, I think, fourth, actually, out of all MLB players. That's insane. I don't know if they use WAR for attribute upgrades, but that's just an overall. That they should use WAR to value their actual overall ranking. But regardless, if you look at those hitting stats, 76, 81, 74, 52, and 44 clutch too. Like, he has to go diamond. If he doesn't go diamond, it's ridiculous. Since the last update, he hasn't been as good, but he's still been a very good hitter, hitting 295 with 7 homers, 17 RBIs, and a 987 OPS. He has the track record for the whole season. The whole season, he's been one of the best players in baseball. He should go diamond, and he's currently around 2,400, so you're not going to be making as much profit, but he should go diamond. If he doesn't, I'm sorry, but SDS just doesn't know what they're talking about. Now, I mentioned Dioner in my last video, and I kind of get why they didn't give him any changes. I would have bumped him to an 84 because he didn't have a huge sample size. And again, it's not an insane sample size, but since the last roster update, he's had one bad outing, one blown save, and outside of that, he's had a 1.86 ERA in 9.2 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts. I mean, if he doesn't at least go to an 84, I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell you guys. He's been so good this year. He was so good last year. +9 versus both sides gets him to an 87, so he'll probably need like a +5 versus both sides to get him to a diamond. He's a basically quick sell value. I could see him not going diamond, but he deserves it. Man, Corey Seger has been insane since the start of June. And that's basically, since the start of June, that's basically when the roster update threshold began on June 2nd. But regardless, since the last roster update, he has hit 380. Yes, 380 with 5 homers, 23 RBIs, and an OPS of 1.115. Hitting upgrades across the board should happen. 80, 85 contact for hitting 380, gotta go up. Power, gotta go up. He's had an OPS of 1100. The one thing that concerns me is the room to grow. It's a thing with Bo Bichette. That's why I didn't think he would go diamond last time, and he didn't. His defense is holding his overall rating back. He should get an overall hitting boost across the board that should give him diamond, but I could see the fielding being the reason why he doesn't go diamond. But regardless, I still think this is a really good investment. 1,600 with a great chance to go diamond. I would definitely invest in this guy. Now, Luis Urias has been insane. We all know he is on the chase for the first 400 batting average season in God knows how long, forever. But looking at his player card, we all know what he needs to go diamond. He's going to have high contact, vision, and clutch. We need a power upgrade. And since the last update, he has hit 438. So that alone should help him out with the contact, vision, and clutch. I don't see why they can't give him 125 contact. I don't know how much that's going to boost him, strictly because of all the other attributes being so low. Might not give him a huge overall boost, but it'll help him out. But the power has been better than 37 and 30. Just because he doesn't have that many homers doesn't mean he's not hitting for power. Since the last update, he has hit 2 more home runs and he's had 4 doubles. So a power boost could be intact. His OPS has been in the 900s. OPS is on base plus slugging, and slugging is it's something that you use for power. He's not hitting he's not hitting like a 70 power guy. Of course not. He's hitting like in the 50s or the 60s attribute wise for power, and I think he deserves it. I mean, he's around 900. There's not a huge risk to invest in this guy. I just hope they give him the power upgrade that he deserves, because that's ultimately what he's going to need to go diamond. But I think he deserves it. The last guy in this video is Yennier Cano, and I know he's a silver, and I know he's probably not going to get a +6, but I wanted to include him in this video for a few reasons. Number one, he's really cheap for diamond candidacy. Obviously, he's expensive for a 79. But he's around 500, so if he eventually goes diamond, he'll be 2,500 in profit. I bought him at around 300, so I'm already in a net gain. But he's been amazing this year. We all know it. Since the last update, he's given up 1 earned run in 9 innings. The one thing that I have a lot of excitement about with this investment is the home runs per 9. Yennier Cano has not given up a home run in the entire season, and his home runs per 9 attribute is 48. That alone needs to be upgraded a ton, and that alone could take him to Diamond. I don't want to say this update, but he could go to an 84, but for next update. So that is going to be it for this video. If you guys are new here, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, but most importantly, make sure you subscribe down here on YouTube. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.